This was the most dangerous man who ever lived. During the late 1940s, a plane transporting over 100 prisoners would crash land onto a remote island. Sadly, only around 30 of them survived, including one man named Grant Heft Otto. At the time, he was in custody for stealing and selling cars for high profit. For the first few days, the surviving prisoners were fine until weeks passed with no rescue. Eventually, the emergency food from the wreckage ran out, which put most of the prisoners into panic mode. But over the next few days, people started to disappear one at a time every night, with one of them being Grant. Many of them started to believe the center of the island was haunted, and that's where everyone was disappearing to. But by the end of their first month on the island, there would only be a few surviving prisoners left, and they would decide to explore the center of the island. After a short period of time, they came across a small cabin in the distance, and when they got closer, they instantly became sick at what they saw. But before they could even react, a man came busting out the door and started to chase them. When they got back to the beach area, they realized one of them didn't make it back. After discussing for a bit, they realized that the strange man in the cabin was a fellow prisoner. The following morning, they built a makeshift raft and escaped the island, and would eventually get picked up by a passing Navy ship a few days later. Oddly enough, the island and the crash site were never found.